Hello, welcome back to another Floppylegss Football YouTube video, and yes, today I'm wearing a retro England shirt because today we are talking about the England result the other day against Iran, 6-2. Now I tell you what, you could have given me 55 guesses, I would never have guessed 6-2, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, will probably give me my first 3 guesses, but 6-2? Cool, blimey, that's a shocker right there. Let's get into this video. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Leave a comment down below of what your hopes are now for England after that result. I'm recording this video the day after the game happened, and I've seen Saudi Arabia beat Argentina. I've seen Denmark draw 0-0 to Tunisia. I've seen so much stuff happen. Wales obviously 1-1 with USA. That I think that me and my mates have decided that beating Iran, yes, England, we should beat them. It's not as easy said than done. So that 6-2 means a lot more than I think, you know, when you compare it to Saudi Arabia and Argentina. Argentina should destroy Saudi Arabia, no doubt. They had 36 games, I think, unbeaten before that Argentina. And Saudi Arabia are not even in the top 50 ranked FIFA national team rankings. So of course Argentina are going to win that game. But we're in the bloody World Cup. Form doesn't matter. Nothing matters. The rules are out in the window. Okay, it's all about the desire on that pitch in that moment. And the Saudi Arabians wanted it more than the Argentinians. Simple as that. So that 6-2 the other day for England, I think is a massive and positive sign, especially with how dirty and time wasting and frustrating that game could have been. We made it comfortable, 6-2, simple as you like. So the game kicked off, and obviously that massive injury happened to the goalkeeper. I don't know what happened there and why they wouldn't let him get off the pitch. The captain or the centre-back just splashing him with water, thinking it would fix his broken nose. Like, his nose was messed up, concussion, his eyes were puffy. I don't know why he carried on. I was like, just get off the pitch. 15 minutes it took him to get off the pitch. That was such a waste of time. But we kept our heads in the game and we kept on going on. And I have to give a massive shout out. You know what? This is probably the biggest praise that this player is ever going to get in their life from Mr. Floppyleggs himself. You know, right there. Bellingham. Unbelievable. He's young. He's a teenager. Dominating on the highest level of football. He was dominating that midfield. He's playing beautiful passes. I think there was a few moments where he did, you know, he had a poor touch, but he recovered every single time. It was a solid tackle afterwards. There was one moment where I thought maybe, oh, he's a bit nervous, but literally 5 minutes later he scored the header. So I was like, I clearly know nothing. I clearly know nothing at all. But Bellingham, unbelievable performance. Obviously went from Birmingham to Dortmund and took the football world by storm, and now he's taking England by storm as well. 19 years old. We're going to get 4 World Cups out of this guy. We could be looking at the best English midfielder of all time. Who knows? Who knows? You know, Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes. It's Bellingham now, baby. So yeah, 6-2. Bellingham got the first one. Saka, unbelievable game from Saka. Saka, I think, obviously showed himself in the Euros to be able to withstand this level of football. When he came on, I think it was against Czech Republic. He whipped in the ball, I think was the one we scored from. But it was the Denmark game where he was just really good down the wing as well. I really like Saka, and I have to put my hands up, yeah. There was a time where I didn't put Saka in that echelon. I didn't put him in that echelon. I've always rated him, but I think he's closer to Foden than I give him credit for. If you don't know, guys, I'm going to do a video in the future. I think Foden is probably the best English player in our team right now. Phil Foden is unbelievable talent, unbelievable. Anyway, I think Saka is a lot closer to that than I think. And you know what? That's just better for us. I'm so happy for him to get 2 goals. Surprisingly, I was shocked by this. Obviously, I know England back in the day weren't as good. He's now scored more goals than Wayne Rooney ever scored in a World Cup. Now, I have to be honest. I've never been a fan of Wayne Rooney in an England shirt. Yes, he still is our top goal scorer. Kane's going to definitely take that. Obviously, Kane didn't score against Iran. 2 beautiful assists, though. But Wayne Rooney was like the face of the England team, and he never did it on the big stage. You can't blame him alone because none of the other players did it. But if he was your man and your staple, like the way that Ronaldo is for Portugal or Messi is for Argentina and can pick up and carry them, Rooney was never that for us. So I'm so glad that we're in this new era where Kane is the face of England and he's the best English player that we've got. Obviously the best striker in the world, debatably. But now we've seen 6 goal scorers, or 5 goal scorers that are completely different. It's the first time in a competition where I'm thinking Kane doesn't need to be that guy. Like, we don't have to call upon Kane every single minute because we've got a Rashford off the bench, we've got a Grealish off the bench, we've got a Wilson off the bench, we've got a Foden off the bench, we have Saka, we have Sterling, we have Mount. We have so many players on that team that can get the ball in the back of the net. We have Bellingham, of course, as well. That I think this is the best. Obviously, this is the end, I think, of Southgate's time as manager. But I think this is, you know, we've progressed. And I know everyone's been like, oh, semi-final, final, we're going to win it now. I genuinely think, guys, we have a chance at this. Beginning of the tournament, Nations League being terrible, everyone was negative. And at the beginning of the video, I said, form means diddly squat. Argentina with 36 games unbeaten. Come against Saudi Arabia and they lose. Anything happens in this World Cup. It's the World Cup. People wanted Southgate out during the Nations League. There was slandering Maguire, unbelievably so. Maguire got the start the other day and performed exceptionally well, and everyone wanted him nowhere near this team. Didn't even want him in the 26-man squad, and I think that's outrageous because he's never done anything bad for England, and we saw that today, or yesterday against Iran. He performed out of his skin, should have got a goal, got an assist, and defended very well. Obviously had the slip up with the goal that went through, but you can't really blame him for that. That was an overall defensive mishap, and I think he's not concussed, he was ill, so hopefully he's going to be back in the side. And don't tell me you feel stronger with Eric Dyer, with Cody, or Ben White in a 4. I'm sorry. Maguire and Stones as a 2 are solid, and they've got that connection sorted after the last 2 tournaments. I love that back 2. And as soon as Maguire went out, I realised myself feeling a bit worried now. I feel a bit worried. Anything can happen. But, you know, we managed to comfortably see out the win as we should have done. I'm putting my neck on the line. I do think we make it to a final of this tournament. I do think we go to a final. I don't know if we win it. I don't know if we win at the moment. Currently, we've still got to play USA on Friday and Wales, so this whole mindset could change completely. But I promise you that I'm not just basing this off a 6-2, and I'm not a fickle football fan being like, oh, we won, we're going to win it. I didn't feel too confident at the beginning of the tournament, but it's the way we played. Declan Rice was so comfortable just sweeping up anything that went out of past Bellingham and past Mount. Bellingham brought the ball up, was just box to box to a T, and Mount was covered probably every blade of grass on that field in their half. He was everywhere. He should have probably scored that chance where Saka got it across goal. But the fact that we brought on 4 different attackers. On paper, you see Rashford, Grealish, Foden, Wilson on the bench, and you're like, that's decent. We'll bring 1 or 2 of them on maybe. But he's brought all 4 on, and I think every single one of them, it changed the whole style of play completely. Foden isn't the same as Mount. Foden is more on the ball, so is Grealish, than Sterling and stuff like that. It was just felt so different, and it was like quite exciting to think that that's what we can do in a game. Obviously, we're not going to do 4 subs all at once, all attacking players, but we can intricately change things during a game, especially during the bigger games against the likes of Brazil, the likes of Belgium, and so on. I do think we could go far this tournament, and I'm not this hype England fan. USA will be a tough game. Obviously 1-1 against Wales. They were unlucky to not win that game. I do think we obviously win that, and I think we get a point against Wales. I think the passion from the Welsh side in that game will be a bit too much for the whole occasion. The whole occasion I think will be a bit too much for everyone. And I think that Welsh game will be about a 1-1 or something. But I do think we top our group and we go into the round of 16, most likely against Senegal. Senegal didn't even look too great against Netherlands. Didn't watch the whole game. I'm not going to try and lie to you. I didn't watch it all, but Mendy had a few mishaps. We get Senegal in the round of 16, and we go on there, probably going to get France, who are a weaker side at the moment, guys. This isn't the France team from 2018. They've had like Benzema injured, Nkunku injured, Pogba and Kante all injured. Varane obviously coming back from an injury. They're not the same side that they were in 2018. And there's actually a crazy thing I saw on TikTok, like, if the team that won the World Cup, the following didn't make it out of the group. Every single, like for the last 4 consecutive World Cups, the team that won it didn't get out of their group. So France are actually playing in 3 hours at the time of recording this. So who knows? Who knows if they're going to get out of their group? Denmark obviously stuck to a 0-0 draw. One of the not the favourites, but like they're dark horses for the tournament. So we could end up getting Denmark in the quarterfinals, but we've done that before, haven't we? We've done that one before. The whole mindset's kind of flipped for me. I do want to say this though: if Kane is injured, if that ankle injury is an actual issue, maybe I'll be a little less confident, just a little bit. But you know what? The way we played that game, if you watched that game and you didn't get a feeling like this is so different to the other tournaments. I know it was against Iran again. I know we should win that game, but it was just the way we played. It was the balls into the box. It was the interchange. It was when we were in our own half. Trippier, Rice, and I think it was Mount or Saka came in deep, doing triangles, playing it out. Maguire playing the ball forward. Stones playing it out, beating the Iranian press. We did all of that during the whole game. And I think that's a positive sign for this tournament. I think we can play a fullback against the big teams. I preferably would play a three back. You know what? That's probably because I'm a shookhead. I'm shook. I just want to get as much cover back there as possible because I know we can break with those wing backs as well. Whatever we play, I'm 100% behind Southgate and I'm feeling good for this tournament. I'm looking forward to Friday where I'll do another review of the game. Like a light review. This hasn't really been a review. It's been more me spouting how excited I am for the tournament. But, you know, bear with me, man. It's the first game of the World Cup for England. I'm buzzing. I'm feeling good, man. Let me know what you think England can do this tournament. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup? We're yet to see Brazil play. We're yet to see Spain, Germany, etc. I do think after that first game, I'm tipping us to win the World Cup, guys. It's coming home, baby. It's coming home. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you drop a sub and leave a comment down below again. Who do you think is going to win? Make sure you like, subscribe. I shall see ya when I see ya.